here's something you can do if you get engaged and you want to impress your new in-laws and they invite you to dinner. Right in the middle of the dinner, just grab your fork, grab your spoon, ram them together so they'll never be quite the same. Take the toothpick that you were picking your teeth with and use that to balance this, maybe not with that one there, balance this whole thing on the edge of a glass. Stop. And then if you really want to impress your new mother-in-law, take a match light both sides. Are they going to love you? Welcome to the family. Any questions? Yes, sir.
It's kind of hard to see that from back here.
You couldn't see that from the cheap seats back there. Okay, well, let's do it again. Green Acres is the place for me. There we go. Okay. Oh, physics is fun. That'll be our toothpick. And I borrowed these instruments from the ground crews 23 years ago. They never got them back. Okay. Now, can you see that? Now, this leads us to our second key idea of only two.
No fire?
No fire. Bring out the flamethrower. An object is stable when its center of mass is above the foundation. But that cannot be the case here. If I look at the mass, it's all down here. The foundation is right there. That's what it's balanced on. It can't possibly be, the center of mass can't possibly be above that point. So our second idea that we will understand on Monday is that if it can't be above the foundation, it will seek a point where it's directly below the support. Now that tells me that the center of mass for this system, these objects have mass that come out this way, that center of mass has to lie somewhere below that point right there, which means somewhere along this bar. Okay, and that is the second part of our concept. Now, this allows me to do this very dangerous demo. Not dangerous for me, but dangerous for my trained bear. This is Bobo. And Bobo has been practicing for a long time to get ready to do this for you. Yeah, you can do it. Come on. Okay, come back and try again. Whoa! Yeah, okay. I'm coming to get you, Bobo. Hold on. Okay. Clearly, either Bobo's very, very talented, or there's just no way for him to fall off. And I think it's the latter. You see these lead weights down here? That ensures that the center of mass is below the wheel. And indeed, symmetry suggests that it's directly below the wheel. And so that means that if Bobo tilts a little bit, that center of mass is going to seek a location, again for reasons we'll understand on Monday, directly below the support. So it'll be pulled back directly below the string. And if he tips this way, it'll seek that location directly below the string. Now, how many of you have been to the Science Museum in Seattle? Did you ride the?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, they've got a little Schwinn bike here, and they've taken off the rubber wheels, and you can ride it around this this great big ring that's way up high. And that's my lovely wife up there, and you can see how it works. Attached to the bike is this long bar, and there's a heavy, heavy weight at the bottom there. And if you lean one way, that brings the center of mass out from underneath the support, the ring. And as we just said, that center of mass is going to seek a location, for reasons we'll understand on Monday, below, and will bring you back upright. Now you can see she's not very worried about that. I, on the other hand, am terrified. This is not my first time on this ride. My first time, this is my second time. My first time was years before when it was a brand new ride. My kids were young, and we, as all geeks do, had a season pass to the Science Museum. And so we went there when this was brand new, and my kids pressured me into going up into the line and waiting and doing this. I was nervous, but I got on, and I got halfway around and freaked out. I just leaned over, and suddenly I just froze, and I couldn't move. And there was a 16-year-old guy that was running the event, and he just started talking me in like I was on the ledge of a building. You know, if you just push with your right foot, now push with your left foot. You can do it, you can do it. Come on, come on. Took him about 10, 15 minutes to get me around. People were waiting in line. I get off, I hug the guy. He tries to teach me the physics of what I was saying. I understand the physics. I'm just scared. Folks, have a great weekend. It looks like we've got something else going in the room right now, so let's get out of here.